1632.
And you've been going since?
1654.
Wow.
We haven't missed a crop since then, and neither has the people up in New Hampshire. Still under the same family.
And what generation are you with?
I'm the 11th, and Larry's the 12th.
Anybody underneath Larry?
No, but we're looking. I've got a great-grandson that's a real goer, and he comes down, he's only what, he's going in as a freshman in high school, but he's been down here all summer, driving that big tractor with the baler and the wagon in the back, and then he'll, if somebody comes along, drive tractor, he helps up in the Haymow packing bales. He's quite a real good worker.
Wow.
And if we could keep him straight off the booze and drugs, so I have. Now this is a small ear, but it's got the diamond kernels, see them?
Okay, I'm gonna zoom in. Okay, so this...
That denotes that it's the original Indian strain. And when I plant my seed, I make sure that I have a lot of the ears that's got a diamond kernel in them. Not all ears have them. And there are 8 rows, and it's a flint corn, a very hard corn. And so it takes a lot of grinding, and it's all done with stone. And there's a mill down in Exeter. When he has water enough, he moves his water power, and when he's short of water, he has auxiliary power. But he does my grinding. You know, we're all farmers are at the mercy of that lady, Mother Nature. And if we have a hurricane, we're going to lose this whole crop down here, because these fields are all covered with anywhere from 4, 5 to 10 feet of seawater. If the hurricane comes on a high tide.
Mm-hmm.
And I gambled on it. That's the only thing I do gamble on. And by that I mean I don't buy lottery tickets, and I don't go to the casinos or anything like that. Wife and I go up a couple times a year for a buffet. But no, we have to watch our pennies and our finances and our budget pretty darn careful, because we don't have any working capital. We have to pay as we go.
It's a native corn species, not genetically modified.
That's right. This is as heirloom as you can get, because I have a booklet that was published in 1940, and this man named Watson spent, I don't know, several years researching it. And this has been grown by the Native Americans here, the Indians, for 1,000 years. And they found some of the small cobs of maize, which is the forerunner of corn, in the burials down in Mexico City and among the Maya. And they had, they found the cobs there, and they were 30,000 years old. And so it's been evolved with the Native Americans. Of course, they always saved the biggest, best ears for seed, and they've brought it up to where it is today. And
which is
now,
what this is today.
Now we're continuing it on. And there are 3 sizable growers of it. One's in Exeter, Rhode Island, the other one's down in Mattoonic, Rhode Island, and myself. There are a few others that raise a few bushel just for their own use, and take it in, and they have it ground to the grist mills down there.
So this is not what people consider like, oh, it's summer, it's sweet corn.
You can eat it as sweet corn when it's in the milk stage, but it has a different flavor. It has got that sweetness, but it has the altogether different flavor, like your cornbread or your Johnny cakes have. And but it's good. And the Indians, they ate it as sweet corn when it was in the milk stage. And when it got hard, they pounded it up to make yolk cake, which was their cornmeal. And yolk cake is cornmeal that is coarsely ground, and they heated it and roasted it, and ate it that way, a lot of it, and it was very good. I have the Mohegans up there. I supplied them with a bushel or two of ears every year, and they make their yolk cake for their ceremonial activities up there. And every August, my wife and I go up there and we make Johnny cakes for them. And a year ago, she and I made 285 Johnny cakes. And this year, August 19th, I guess it was, she and I stopped counting it, 200. We kept right on cooking, so I don't know how much it was. But boy, they do love that corn from their ancestral corn. Now, the Indians have lost their planting ground due to the white man's greed and taken it away from them. And in 1920, I think it was, the state of Connecticut took away the land that the Mohegans had up at Fort Shantok, over 100 acres, 100 and some acres. And then as soon as they got the federal recognition and could get some money, Connecticut sold it back to them for over $1 million. Now, that isn't right.
No.
So I'm in the Indians' corner. So I have given them their old seed back. I have given it back to the Narragansetts kept their own. And I gave some to the Aquinas, the Wampanoags on Martha's Vineyard. Mm-hmm. And I sent them down some corn. Just as, you know, just a good ambassador, kind of a friend. And I sent them their seed because now they have money enough to buy lands where they can plant again. See?
That's nice, Whit.
And returning it back.